handle. So let me come back to you, Dame Julia Okah Donli. One major issue that is of concern here, that was even raised by our callers, is that some embassies, when Nigerians go there with challenges like this, they just turn them back and tell them to come back after 4 or 5 days, hoping that they don't even die before then. How have you been able to manage with this kind of situation of our embassies abroad?
Well, you can't help but work with the embassies because they are the liaison between NACTIP and, the people who are representing in the various countries. We try to have a very important relationship with the embassies, and we do what we have to do. Some embassies really are doing very well. The case of Egypt, I really don't know what happened for those first 5 days, but I personally traveled to Egypt, and they were quite up and about.
Okay.
And when she came back, they took very good care of her, despite the fact that there was really nowhere for anyone to stay.
In
the embassy, they took very good care of her, and they made sure that they, worked closely with IOM to facilitate her coming back. I think the embassies also have a problem because they don't even have funds. The funding is not so good, and they don't have shelters where victims can be kept. So I think going forward, all embassies should have like a rented apartment that can be used as a shelter, as a stopgap for girls who find themselves in a situation like this, not just girls, even boys, to keep them pending when they are repatriated back home. This would go a long way in helping.
One of the callers also talked about the need to have trauma centers. Is that realistic? Or is that very, very needed?
There are a lot of shelters that deal with anti-human trafficking, and they have counseling. They offer counseling services. So counseling, yes, is very useful for those who have gone through some form of trauma. So I think the shelters that have counseling sessions will suffice for now.
Now, let me ask, there is a large number of Nigerians who are abroad in many of these countries where facing these very harrowing challenges. How do you sometimes take your campaign to these Nigerians abroad, and how do you do that?
Well, these campaigns also go through to the Nigerians in diaspora.
Yes.
I remember when I was there, I had quite a number of visits and I had meetings with the Nigerians in diaspora, telling them about the incidences of human trafficking. We gave them helplines that they could call just in case they find themselves in such a situation. So we're doing that, and I'm sure they'll continue to do that.
Okay, Joyce Vincent, let's come back to you now. What message would you like to tell young ladies about your age? What should be your vision in life?
Thank you so much.
Just a message from your heart, from the depth of your mind. What would you like to say?
What I have to say is
you
that
can relax, take a minute and cool down.
Thank you.
And catch your breath, then you can go ahead.
My message for the girls of my age, outside they're hearing me, so focus on whatever you are doing, especially your handwork. Don't relent on anybody. I would say if you are learning anything, put all your mind there to achieve something. Don't put your trust on anybody. Don't depend on anybody. There's no work outside in Nigeria, outside country. There's no job there. Whoever that is promising you any good job in abroad, they are all lying. Even then, they don't have a job. They don't have anything. Don't become a commodity to them. Don't be. Please, whatever we are doing, let's do it very well.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, yes, good morning. Let's take a few more calls and some messages from our social media platform. But first, the calls. Hello? Yes, good morning. Go ahead, please.
I'm Jocelyn. I'm calling from Ebony.
Yes, go ahead, please, very quickly. We don't have much time.
Please, I want to know if the guest on the studio could give us maybe their website or something like that, through which we can reach them.
Okay. Yes, they are asking
But
for.
please don't disconnect me because the radio station that was listening to you for has switched over to another program. Which you can for the website.
Oh, I don't understand. Okay, but all the same, yes.
I just provide a number she can call right
Okay.
now. 0803
Can you listen? Are you listening? 080.
Yes,
0803
please. Let me 0803
Yes.
787
787
787
06
03
06
06
Okay, 06
83.
83.
3.
Yeah, she can call that number.
Did you get that?
Yes, please. Can you repeat it again once more?
Oh, okay.
0803
3, yes. 787
787
06
06
83.
83. Thank you
We
so
didn't get
much.
your name at the beginning. Can you quickly tell us your name?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Jocelyn. Just get through to this number and they'll look into the case.
Hello.
Hey, hello. Yes, we
Hello?
can hear you. Yes, go
Yes,
ahead.
my name is Nasir Usman Rawal from Zamfara State, Gusau, capital city.
Yes, go ahead, Nasiru. Did you send a message?
All right,
earlier?
my question is that the victims that you are helping, are you helping them financially, hand to hand, or you are enrolling them, collecting their data, bank details to help them? That's the question of Nasir Usman Rawal from Gusau, Zamfara State. Thank you, Radio Nigeria.
I think she had answered. The chairman had answered that question earlier. That they get all forms of support. I'm sure I'm correct in forms of training and so on. So let's quickly take this message and we'll take our last words for the day. We have Peter Ikechukwu from Impape. We don't have much time anyway. He's commending the former DJ Naptip for doing a fantastic job in Naptip. Also from Umar Sanda Abdulaziz from Gau, Babangida, Niger State. He says he wants to send a gift to you, madam. Unfortunately, I can't read all the messages quite long because we're running out of time. Can you just give us the last summation on for Nigerians, especially as regards this matter, just in a minute?
Well, I want to say that a lot of Nigerians know what is going on. We have neighbors. We know things that are happening. If you see something, say something and do something. Don't keep quiet. You can save a life.
All right. And from you, final words. Again, we want to hear for the sake of emphasis.
Please, all my fellow Nigerians, ladies, I wouldn't want you to fall into this trap I fell into. Please, whatever we are doing, let's do it very well. That job that you're doing that you think the salary is so poor, no.
All right.
Please, still be doing it. You can actually...
All right, thank you, Joyce. Yes,
you can actually get another thing, maybe by selling other thing or going to learn something. Please, there's no job there in abroad.
all right, thank you very much. That's the voice of Joyce Vincent, a survivor of human trafficking and sexual violence all the way in Egypt. Thank goodness she's back here in Nigeria. We missed your beauty. I mean, you're here in Nigeria and we're appreciating you. Thank you so much. We also wish to thank the chairman, Board of Trustees, United Nations Voluntary Trust Fund for Victims of Trafficking in Persons, and founder Julie Donli, Kidney Foundation and Roots Foundation on Anti-Human Trafficking, Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Activities, and former Director General of NAPTIP, Dame Julie Okah Donli. Thank you once again for making our day
Thank
a
you for having
success.
me.
We wish to also thank the production crew in person of the news producers, Conrad Labi and Hassan Hussein, online editor, Timothy Bamidele. ICT was handled by Israel Tiokaha. Studio manager was Prince Afonia Ogweze. Our engineer was Hassan Usman. Photographer Grace Omale. Cameras were handled by Foluwa Oloide and Chinedu Umegwa. Our facilitator was Oluwa Damilola Oni. Producer Oledo Mbiwe. Executive producer Sani Suleiman. Special appreciation to the Director General of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, FRCN, Dr. Mansour Liman, for giving us this platform. Join us next week for another edition of Have Your Say. My name is Olayemi Daniel, saying stay safe, think right, do right to make Nigeria greater.